Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
I guess I got my swagger back. Yeah.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
Are you ready?
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Hey, you up yet? You're hanging out in Johnny's house.
XL 1067.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. Orlando's #1 hit music station. It's XL 1067. It's Johnny's house. And it's Friday. You got to on Friday. Partly cloudy, thunderstorms, likely 60% chance. Heat index 102. What? Right now it's 74.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So you gotta love Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm glad that like people like that have money, just because like he is so giving, and he doesn't really record his good deeds. There's a lot of other people that do.
He gives to everybody but his kids.
Yeah, he makes them work.
That's true. I mean,
you want some money? Go. You got to pitch me on your idea.
That's pretty phenomenal, though, if you ask me. So when he was in a store, he said actually when he's always in a store, and he says a kid is like looking at something, whether it's at Walmart, Best Buy, no matter where it is, he'll buy that something for the kid. But he'll make that kid ask their parents first, saying, you know, like, you don't want these kids to just get used to a stranger coming up with them saying, hey, I got a whole lot of money. Can I buy you something? Yeah. So he said he recently has purchased like a couple of bikes, a couple of scooters, but most likely it's like Best Buy, Walmart, like I said, where he's just seeing these kids look at whatever they want. And then he's kind of just like, hey, I'm going to buy that for you.
I told you story. I was at BurgerFi over in Windermere, and he was there dining with a young lady, and they had a Girl Scout stand. He bought all the cookies from the stand.
Did he really?
And he was sitting down, and he looked over and he nodded up. And I said, okay. I didn't want to bother me. Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
And then he told my son, hey, big man. I said, I was just talking to you. You want these cookies? You want these cookies? I'm like, he's asking you want some cookies.
I love that.
The kid had
How often is he in Orlando? I feel like he's always in Orlando,
a lot.
right?
Yeah. He does it like with moms buying laptops for kids. He bought someone's engagement ring because he was in a jewelry store and he saw them looking.
That got to be a great feeling.
Yeah. He just kind of keeps his eyes open for people.
But can you imagine? Hey, Dad, can I get $20? No.
Right. But you just gave to a random kid.
You just bought someone a $10,000 engagement ring.
You got to prove your $20. All
right, pitch me.
I love it. So Fat Joe has taken his storytelling to the stage, and I guess he's going on tour. So he's going on tour. He's doing like a one-man show, and he's basically going to be opening up about everything. And his good friend Dave Chappelle is actually going to be an opener for him. So
should be the other one around, shouldn't it?
I mean, it should, but this is going to be Fat Joe's show.
Like I know, like Mike Tyson did that,
yes,
but he's
a couple
got
years ago.
an interesting life. Yeah. Like I'm interested. I don't really know if I care about Fat Joe's.
So what he's saying is he's not holding back. Some things that he's going to be talking about is when he got kidnapped in Africa, recording with Big Pun, serving a jail sentence for tax evasion back in 2013. So it's like little things like that.
See, what thinking venues? I'm thinking he's probably going to a place like the Beecham.
Yeah.
You know, a little nice, little intimate venue.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like a House of Blues.
House of Blues.
That's a good size.
Yeah, so, but there's going to be a lot of his like friends that join him too. But Dave Chappelle is one of them that says that it's going to be kicking it off. He said, I'm very grateful for Dave Chappelle, Rock Nation, Magic Lemonade for their support for sharing my story and helping me like get everything out there. He said it's going to be a one-man show.
I didn't know he had a story.
I know, me neither.
You know?
I mean, I knew he did some time.
Yeah.
Like I knew for tax evasion and all that.
Big Pun wasn't a good guy.
Yeah, so maybe, but I don't see him just like talking crap about Big Pun up there on stage.
No.
So
like, I would go listen to like the Snoop Dogg story.
Yeah.
I mean, he was with Death Row Records at 18 when it was like run like the Wild West. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But you got to sing a little something. You know, I just don't want to see you just set up there. You know, go 1, 2, 3, and then you tell your story. But
I don't know. I mean, I don't see him performing or anything like that.
No, I don't either.
So the casting director for Hannah Montana revealed there was 2 other girls that were supposed to be in the running for Hannah Montana besides Miley Cyrus, which I cannot see anybody else besides Miley Cyrus playing that. But Taylor Momsen is one of them.
I don't know who that is.
And Daniela Monet. So those were like the 2 other girls. So, I mean, if you look them up, it's kind of like you can't really picture them as Hannah Montana. But the reason why this came out is because somebody on TikTok was claiming that there was a Spanish-Mexican singer named Belinda who was casted as Hannah Montana. And the director came out and shut that down. So, I mean, all these people that try to like make things happen on social media,
It kills me.
You're going to get called out.
Why was the director all of a sudden it bothered me? It's bothered me. So this person wasn't supposed to be Hannah Montana.
They're like, nah, actually there was only two other people, Taylor Momsen and Danielle Monet.
I could see the Taylor Momsen girl.
Yeah.
She has like that look. She's like a CW
She's known for like
actress.
Gossip Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's on Gossip Girl. And
can see
then
that.
the other one, I think she was on Zoe 101 or something like that, or another Nickelodeon show.
I ain't seen none of them.
Yeah.
Past my time.
Yeah.
I ain't had no kids in the house.
Yeah, I mean, I had it because of a kid.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't.
If I knew them shows, no kids in the
I
house.
was going to say, if you knew some of these actresses, I'd be a little concerned.
I'm sitting there going, oh, okay. I'm going to pretend like I
He's
know what
like,
they're talking
yeah, she's on Victorious.
Oh, yeah. It's my
No.
favorite show.
Don't know that one at all. 6:05, it's Friday. It is Johnny's house. It's Johnny's house on a Friday morning, 6:07. It's going to feel like 102, a little cooler than it has been. Look for a 60% chance of rain, just like yesterday. It's going to rain, and it is 74 right now. Now, if you only listen at this time of the show, there's a lot of things that you don't listen to. Like at the end of the show, we do this thing called The List. So I suggest if you listen at this time of the show, make sure you listen to the podcast so you can hear all of it. So what's happening now is that I'm trying to cut a deal for later on with the list. Now, if you don't know what the list is, it's a game that we play where we try to get closest to number one. Brian always has the list, and we play for bragging rights in the room. Well, right now I have 0 points.
Right, because every week you either gain a point, stay even, or lose a point based on your answer.
How is it August 19th? I have no points. 0.
This is the worst list.
Year
season.
This is the first year we started taking points
Yeah.
away.
So basically, if you're not in the top 10, you get a negative point.
Yes.
Okay. So now, and Chloe, I don't know what she is. I might have to have the fill-in Chloe from New York to call back again. I think I will.
Well, she's got -4, so maybe we'll just give her a break and like.
Okay, so Ray has 2 points. I have 0.
Yes.
So in the office, and we're talking, Ray's like, I'm really hungry today. And this little thing went in my head, like normally, because every now and then, I just like to buy the show breakfast. I mean, it's just something that we've been doing for years.
Yeah.
All right. So Ray goes, man, I'm hungry. And this little thing went in my head, bing! I said, well, are you 2 points hungry? Are you willing to sell your points?
And I have nothing to gain from this but breakfast, so I'm like, well, you sound 2 points hungry. Because it doesn't matter to me. I don't care who has points.
You know, because if you're 2 points hungry, we can talk.
You know, I like me some food.
Okay.
So I'm 2 points hungry.
So now it's what, 0-0? How does that work now?
-4.
Well, no, I mean,
No,
you
Oh,
get
I got
her
the
2
points.
I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
if we're trading
Yes,
points.
yes. You can only trade what you have, and you have 2 points.
So if you're taking her 2 points, now
Yes.
you have 2 and she
you
has
have 0. You good with that?
God, it sucks to be a hangry person.
Yeah, buddy.
Because I feel it, and I brought no snacks today, and
No
the snacks
snacks.
that we have, I'm like, I'm not
Man.
feeling those.
You should have bargained, though. You should have gone with 1.
I would have said no. Hey, listen, I got nothing to gain by lowering these points. I can see if the championship was in 3 weeks. No.
Well, at first he started out with 3 points, and
Yeah,
I'm like, that means I'm going to be negative.
Well, yeah,
and I'm not doing the negative.
No. So I corrected
Yeah,
it.
you can't do that. 'Cause
No.
You can't, sell points you
You
don't have.
Yeah. So.
All right, I'm 2 points hungry.
All right. So if you can adjust the, can you adjust that, please?
Brian, yes.
Because Brian gets breakfast.
I just get it by a side effect.
All right.
All right. So what is the list score now?
So you have 2.
Yeah.
I have 0. I just gave away all my points to you, so I have
Yes.
0, and Chloe has -4.
-4. Now here's the funny thing. I wouldn't have done that this morning. I put on the counter. It's a Domino's gift card that I've had probably like a year and a half. I'm like, this is what I'll trade today. But luckily, I forgot it. I was going to trade it today for some points.
I would have said no to that.
Would you really?
Yeah, I would have said no to that.
I found a $20 Jimmy Hula's gift card in my truck
Ooh.
yesterday when I was cleaning it out. I'm like, wow, where'd this come from?
Man.
I would have said yes to that.
Dang. Well, it's at home. But, hey, believe me, if I get behind again, that Domino's gift card will appear. Just know that. It is. I'm going to put that thing in my wallet. So we're good?
We're good.
We are good? All right. 7 o'clock when they all open up, you can pop over here, order what you want.
Great.
All right. It's time for the first call of the day. That's where you call us up and be the first one we talk to on a Friday. Find out your weekend plans, how's your week, or just be the first person we talk to get everything started. You want to be the first call of the day, you can do it 2 ways. You can call now and just let it ring, or when we come back and start talking to each other, then you can call, and then we'll talk to you. First call of the day, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. First call of the day is on the way on Johnny's House. 621 is Johnny's house. It's a Friday morning. 102 is what it's going to feel like later on today. 60% chance of rain later on tonight, and it is 74 right now. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If you're watching the YouTube live stream, you see Brian. Look, radio's a 24-hour thing, and Brian's mic just broke.
You're gonna have to like do it
Okay.
You turned your mic off.
Yeah, you got to do like a rapper.
up like that. Well, I didn't want to make a lot of noise.
I broke it.
It's done. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Yeah, it's going to be a long. We got to fix that. But if you're watching live stream, you know.
Looking a little limp over there.
I'll figure something out. My microphone needs a little blue pill.
Because it ain't right. Yeah. First call of the day, call us now. Let's see. Yesterday, kid's still sick again, so I left here making sure he's okay. Got some amazing news about the accident that I was in. It was craziness. And then I just had a to-do list. I'm like, well, if I'm not being in daddy mode today, I'll just take care of this whole to-do list of things that I need to get done. I watched the documentary that we were talking about on the show yesterday about was it Manti
Te'o?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Untold Stories.
Yeah.
That's how because I couldn't find it yesterday.
Oh yeah. I had to go to documentaries and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Watched that and pretty much just chilled the rest of the night. Went to bed early. That's why I'm kind of awake today. Ray, how was yours?
It was good. I went over to the Tijuana Flats corporate office and
Where
they at, though?
they're in my stomach.
Okay.
So the executive chef over there always like does it up for us to like show us the menu items that they're going to be rolling out. So street corn is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I'm excited
I'll
for that
take
to
your
be
word
back
for it.
on the
Take your
menu.
word for it, yeah.
And then after that, I had therapy, which was nice.
I told Ray, I said, listen, anybody sitting in the lobby saying, listen, I'm going to go ahead and pay y'all up because I'm going to need all this time.
I'm going to need all y'all to go home.
And,
unless you prove to me that you need this more than me right now. So, yeah, it was a good little session.
Good for you.
And then after that, we took the kids to karate, which they sat and watched the whole entire time until the last 2 minutes of the class. And then they got up and did like one little kick and all that stuff. And then they were like, okay. And my daughter was like, Mommy, why was that class so short?
So short.
Yeah, it's because they watched the majority of the time.
And see, and what did you say? Well, honey, how did you say to her? You didn't participate.
I was like, well, the majority of the time you were sitting there and watching and you weren't, getting up and getting involved.
My mom would have been, boy, you sat there the whole time.
Yeah.
Right.
The karate man came over to tell you to do a kick, and you looked at him.
Yeah.
I ain't even trying to hit it.
We ain't
you and your
coming back.
it took you and your brother 15 minutes to take your socks off.
We ain't coming back.
I mean, yeah, so I am going to try it again.
Good.
And I'm just like, I feel like I'm mean sometimes when the kids like don't want to do anything. I'm like, why are you guys doing this? Like, get out there. Get out there.
I would look at her, see, you don't have that look. In the South, moms had this look where it's a sound that goes, and then the fingers direct you where to go. So you look up, that means you need to get out there and do a karate kick.
Well, like, my daughter would look at me and she does this thing to like make me smile. Like she'll smile to make me smile. And I was like, no, I'm not smiling.
Jeez.
And then Missy was like, you can't do that to them. So I need to learn that it's okay if they don't want to participate.
No, I think you're right on this one. You got to get them started. Now, if they try it and they don't like it, that's different.
Okay.
But like at their age, if they won't know if they like it if you don't get them to put their feet in.
Yeah.
So no, I feel like you're doing the right thing. Like I did it with my son with soccer.
Okay.
And now he didn't like it.
Yeah.
So then you told him he could stop.
Yeah, he played. I made him finish the season, and then he didn't do it again because he didn't like it. But I made him get out there and do it.
Okay.
You got to learn, again, it's a Southern mom thing. You got to lean down and your child, and you smile, and you go, you need to get your butt on that cut. See, the other parents think you just smile and kiss your baby on the cheek. Get up there and kick something.
Well, my son was like sitting on the floor and there was chairs open. I said, either sit in the chair or we're leaving or get out there. And so like, and Missy was looking at me like, but I'm like, either go out there or we're leaving.
Show them a Karate Kid movie or a Bruce Lee movie so they can see what the end result's going to be. And then they'll be like, yeah.
Yeah. Give them some nunchucks.
Oh, yeah, they
Ninja
did.
stars. Give them ninja stars.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Really? Now, if they really get into karate, they got to go to tournaments and they got to fight.
No, I know.
That's the
and
funniest thing.
I want that for them.
I've seen it. They did one for Baby DJ. It was a huge one here. And they had two kids. They had to be 6 and 5. And they went out there to the little uniform.
Yeah. I mean, my kids were premature, but they have some like strength in them. And so like that's why I'm like, I want them to do something.
What was scary for me is watching them parents like, go get him. I'm like, that child's 5.
That'd be me.
Go get him.
No mercy.
No.
Mercy is for the weak.
Sweep the leg.
Yes.
Enemy confronts you. He is the enemy. He deserves no mercy.
I'm 5. B, how was yours, man?
Oh, it was good. I got stuck here all day yesterday. Literally, I was here till 2 o'clock. Went home for like literally 20 minutes and then turned around and had to go and get the kid from football practice. He's game day today.
It's light practice yesterday.
Yeah, but it was raining, so they had to go inside, and then they had to wait till the rain stops so they could go outside, do their quick walkthrough, then go back inside because of the rain. So this afternoon thunderstorms are killing them.
It's exciting, man. It's a game day.
Yeah, he's very excited. Today they got their jerseys, and so they wear them to school today. So he's really excited about that. But then I didn't get much of a nap, so we just had dinner. We ordered takeout from Chili's. And then I just watched a little bit of the Manti Te'o thing. I watched the first episode, and then I crashed out.
Yeah, I watched the first one when I got home before I took a nap, and then later on in the evening I watched the second one.
Yeah, I wasn't going to watch it, but then I saw it was split into 2, and I'm like, oh, I can get in one tonight, and then one tomorrow. Yeah,
there's an hour apiece.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. XL, good morning. Who's this?
Good morning, John.
Oh,
yes.
Nelly, got a man over there got you all giggly this morning. What you doing, girl?
How?
What you doing?
I'm laughing because
what you doing?
It's so funny. It's so funny, and I just get up and I was like, I'm just gonna call.
It's like every Friday.
And I want to hear your voice.
Yeah.
Because
you got a man over there.
Don't even hearing your voice on Friday.
Whatever, Nelly.
I don't know how you get through every Friday.
You got a man over there, don't you, Nelly? Don't lie.
Why are you jealous, John?
No, I'm not jealous. I think that's awesome. I think she deserves happiness. If you got a man over there tickling you while you're talking to me,
oh boy,
he probably think that's kind of weird. Go ahead and call him up while I'm over here. Do that, you know. You got some weird thing going on? That's on you.
No.
Come on, Ray. Tell me this giggling ain't because she got a man over there.
I don't know what's going on with Nelly.
No, it's just funny. I said, let me just try. It's Friday. Let me just try.
It's just the universe saying that it's meant to be.
That she's meant to be on the air? I
Yeah,
think that's
every
awesome
Friday.
that you're meant to be on the air with us.
I love hearing you guys' voice, and I love talking to you. And
Yes.
it's Friday.
Any big plans, Nelly, besides that man you got next to you? Or woman, I don't know what you got. I mean, that's on you.
No, it
Or
would be a
thing.
man, but no, I don't. No, I'm good. I'm good for now. No, just working on the house and just trying to work on myself. That's it.
When is the surgery again?
They're planning it for the second week or third week of September.
And you
Once
getting
insurance,
You getting a boob job on BBL? Is that what you're getting?
No.
Mommy makeover.
Boob job, BBL, all that?
I'm getting ready for you, John.
Oh, dang! Well, then you must be having some booty.
I'll be your cup of tea, baby. I'll be your cup of tea.
You know what I've always heard? You should do it for yourself. That way, if you do it for someone else and it doesn't work out, you're still happy because you did it for you.
I'm not saying that this is the universe talking, but you just used the term
Cup of tea.
This morning, I told Ray, I like your shoes. And Johnny said, those aren't my cup of tea. Now, I ain't heard that phrase used very often, but today, both of y'all used it. I'm just saying.
How did that happen?
It's the universe.
I don't ever use cup of tea.
I know.
No.
It's gonna.
Oh,
It's because you're thinking of me without knowing that you're thinking of me.
Nah, that ain't it.
Wow. Okay. All right. I'm gonna play along. Okay.
Nah, that ain't it. But I think it's awesome. Well, listen, Nelly, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. And as they say in radio terms, we're up against a hard break. And
Yeah, we're actually past it.
I know we're past it. But it's always a pleasure to talk to you on Friday. You always make us happy when you smile, when you call, okay?
You guys have a blessed weekend.
And make sure you take care of that friend you got over there, all right? Bye, Nelly.
He's a four-legged little friend.
Okay.
That just got weird.
Four-legged.
Hey. You ain't got to explain anything to anybody. You grown, Nelly. You are grown, all right? All right. You have a beautiful weekend.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. All right, we come back. We'll do our picks with Football Friday and then talk about some things that, as a kid, did your parents force you to do these things? We'll do that next on Johnny's House. 6:38 is the time. It's going to be 102 with a heat index and a 60% chance of a thunderstorm this afternoon. It is 74. Now, this kicks off Football Friday, and we're going to be doing this up until, I think, early November. And this will be the last Friday we'll be in the studios, because after that we thought, you know what, with Football Friday, normally we ask the cheer squads and the band and football players to come here. We try to do it virtually, and it didn't work, just like a lot of times. So we're hitting the street, and our first location will be next week. We'll be at Mount Dora Academy. We'll be broadcasting live. We'll do Football Friday there, talk to the cheer squad, football players, if the band members want to show up, and then we'll do the rest of the show from that location. So Mount Dora is the first school. Now, we have teams that we support each year, and this year I have two. Now, I got to say something about my school, East River. That's been my school. I've been riding with them for about 3 or 4 years. Always show me love. I ain't heard from y'all this year. I ain't heard nothing. How you doing? Are you ready for a new year? Here's some new swag. None of that.
You got some nice swag yesterday, though.
It wasn't from them.
Yeah, a new girl walked by shaking the thing a little bit.
Say, hey, look what I got. Now, my team, East River, they have a district game tonight. They play Astronaut High School at East River, 7 o'clock game time. Now, the new girl that has been shaking her thing, and I've been watching it, and she brought some things by yesterday, helmet, backpack, hoodie, swag, I mean, everything.
Nice stuff.
Everything is my new girl. We ain't dating now. We're just friends right now.
Right.
Is Lake Nona Lions.
But you could see a future with them, though.
You know what, man? Sometimes when you with people for a while, they just start taking, I ain't going to say the word for granted. I just hadn't heard anything from East River.
Yeah.
I ain't heard anything. A text, a note, how you doing, how you feel. They got a goat there with my name on it. How's my goat? I don't know. Now, I hope they ain't changed the name of the goat.
Well, I mean, if you start swaying to another.
No, that's my team. I just hadn't heard anything from them. But Lake Nona, they dropped me off a lot of swag yesterday, and I'm looking forward to we're going to be broadcast from their school coming up. Now, East River, we're there September 2nd. We'll be at your location, and Lake Nona will be there September 9th. But Lake Nona, they have a game today against Haggerty. It is a non-district game, and it is away at Haggerty. So good luck to both of those teams with the first game of the year. And Miss Ray,
I have the Lake Mary Rams, where I graduated.
Yeah.
We do not have a game today, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Next week we do have an away game with Dr. Phillips.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
I know.
And B,
I am like you. I kind of have two teams because, of course, I have Seminole, which I graduated from.
That's your school.
And they're really, really good.
Yep.
But so they're kicking off the season against Edgewater.
Wow, first game of the season
At Edgewater.
Man,
also very good.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
You don't wait and get some, easy wins under the belt. You get in there.
They're both really good. So
Yes.
Seminole's ranked 13th in the state. Edgewater's ranked 24th.
Wow.
So yeah, it's going to be a big deal. But Edgewater got a running back that's a monster, man.
Edgewater's nationally ranked, though, right?
Yeah.
How could they be nationally ranked? But
there's a
locally-
bunch of different rankings. It's max preps.
Yeah.
So they have a running back, Cedric Baxter. Whew, he's a monster.
He's a beast.
So good luck to Seminole tonight. And then my son plays his first game of his senior year tonight for Horizon. So that'll be
That's exciting. First
Horizon.
game.
Yeah, he's very excited.
And now y'all football fans, so every Friday.
Yep, here on in every Friday. So first game is tonight against Gateway over at Horizon, and it's there's Extreme Spirit Day, so everyone wear your purple and your orange because they're purple and orange.
I like that.
And we'll be doing the show from their school on the 30th of next month for their homecoming. So.
Now here's the thing: when we did this, we asked schools to, hey, if you wanted to broadcast from your school, blah blah blah. And then we did this in the middle of the summer, and now people are like, how do I get in? Too late this year.
Yeah, we've already got 10 schools that we're going to.
But every Friday, we'll be at a different location. It's something that's never, ever been done in Central Florida Morning Radio. I know because I've been here forever, since day one. And we're looking forward to getting out of the studio and hanging out at different high schools and meeting the schools and all that good stuff. And
someone said you guys should focus on more than just the football players. We're going to at the schools.
Yeah.
We've told them if you have
whoever you want us to talk to.
A club president that wants to swing by, the student government, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just to highlight the school.
Yeah, but it started from Football Friday where they were coming to us. And now, with COVID, we said, you know what? Let's just hit the street. So if the schools that we attend, if there's someone special, unique, or who you guys want to talk about, you bring them to us. We're going to your school. We don't know people. Some of us do. Some of us don't. So we're looking forward to that on Football Friday. All right, we come back. We're going to talk about Ray had her kids in karate, and she's thinking, well, should I make them or force them to play? We want to find out from you, did your parents force you to, play the piano or learn an instrument or go to dance, and you later loved it, or they didn't force you to do it? My dad kind of, well, he didn't. He suggested I go play baseball, but.
Well, you didn't stick with it.
Well, no. And that's funny because I was in Charlotte last week, and I went by the field, and it brought back memories. I was so bad, I told the story a million times. My dad gave the coach a check saying, hey, look, this is my youngest. He wants to play. here's a little something for you.
Right.
Oh,
I was so
nice.
bad, the coach cut me and said, hey, get this back to your dad.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
It ain't worth the money.
Wow.
He gonna mess up. Because at that point, that's the first year where they had every kid had to play. Before that, you could ride the bench.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but that year was the first year ever that all kids had to play.
We can't even find a position for him.
Listen, they had a tryouts and they lined all the kids up and they did the glove and field, and then they coaches would pick players.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it was me and another kid. It was the last two. And
he ain't even have no hands, Ray.
He didn't have a glove. He was catching bare. He didn't have a glove. He was catching barehanded.
No cleats, nothing.
He didn't. And they picked me over that kid because I guess I had cleats in the glove.
Oh.
But yeah, so my dad, I went out there. He made me go, but it worked out well. I'm like really like baseball to this day, but other than that,
Pretty sad story.
I lived through it, right? I lived through it.
Came out the other side. Look
Yes,
at
I did. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Growing up, did your parents force you to do a sport, play the piano, an instrument, or they said, you know what, it's totally up to you? We want to talk to you next on Johnny's House. Friday, 6:54, Orlando's number one hit music station. 102 is what it's going to feel like with the heat index. 60% chance of that thunderstorm is going to happen today, and right now it is 74. Ray mentioned earlier today you got kids in their first introductory karate class.
Yes.
And they just watched until the last 10 minutes, and they was out there breaking boards.
Until like the last 2 minutes.
2
yes.
minutes. So now you're asking yourself, should you, nudge them? You don't want to say force because it's like, you got to do it.
Yeah, because you only get so many free classes before they're like, hey, you want to sign up?
So your debate is it good to nudge them to do it or not? Now, when you started softball, did you just jump into it? I mean,
No.
eventually Dad had to.
Yeah, so no, I remember the first time because I wanted to play because my best friend at the time was playing.
Yeah.
And so I signed up, and then as soon as we got to like the first game, I was so scared my dad had to like force me out of the car.
Really?
Like, yeah. And I was just so nervous.
Isn't it crazy how much importance you put on that game way back then?
Oh
But it was
my
everything.
gosh.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's going to know I'm the new person, and they're going to be like staring at me, and they're going to think I suck.
But if he hadn't made you get out of the car, it would have changed a lot of things.
A lot of things.
In your life.
Yeah, because after that, I played softball for almost 10 years.
Yeah, but he had to do that. Now, if it was your kids today, and it's like, Mom, I just don't want to do it. Would you try to rationalize them? Would you say you need to get in here and play this game?
I finished a season.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if they got involved with something and they didn't like